Let me ask you something. How many more months are you willing to rent before you realize you're funding someone else's wealth while your dream stays on hold? And I'm not judging because I've been there before. Life happens, credit dips, income shifts, and the timing just feels off. But what if I told you that even in this market, there's a way for you to move into a home that you love now and work your way into full ownership with structure, protection, and purpose? That's what DreamBuilder is. It's a lease to own, but not like anything you've seen before. And I know you're probably thinking, yeah, right, this sounds too good to be true. Or maybe if this is real, why haven't I heard about it before? Or even, I've heard this kind of pitch before and it didn't end well. And I get it. You've been there before. You've seen programs with promises and fine print and folks left off worse than they were when they started. And that's why I'm making this video, because DreamBuilder is different. And by the end of this, you'll see exactly how and why it's working for buyers just like you right now. Hey, I am Alicia Swann, the owner and broker of Swann Associates Real Estate, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator. So that means that I can guide you from, hey, we're just looking, to we're fully funded, and I do it with compassion, clarity, and truth. And I don't do gimmicks. I don't believe in setting people up to fail. My clients are building legacy, not just buying houses, and DreamBuilder gives me the tools to help those of you who are almost ready but need the structure bridge to get there. Now, you might have heard me talk about lease-to-own programs before, or maybe you've seen one of my older videos on the topic, and you probably heard of other programs that promise rent credits and pass the ownerships, plans, and special financing options for renters. But let's be real, most lease-to-own options don't come with structure. They aren't FHA backed, and they don't reduce your future purchase price. And a lot of times people end up renting with no clear path to ownership. But I need to set the tone early because DreamBuilder is different. This isn't some investor offering you a rental with a wish list and hoping it works out. This is a structured FHA program where your path to ownership is recorded, protected, and intentional. And here's the foundation. DreamBuilder is a home empowerment program, not a shortcut, but a real strategy. This program allows a government-approved nonprofit to purchase the home on your behalf while you lease it and while you work on getting fully mortgage ready. And that's right, you sign a lease agreement and a structured purchase agreement at the same time. But here's the difference. Your equity is tracked. Your buy option is legally recorded through a memorandum, so your position is protected. You're not locked in into a 1-year or 5-year countdown, and your option is protected. Your future is honored. And you also have flexibility, so you can stay in the lease a while you prepare for a mortgage, whether it's 12 months or 3 years or even longer. The lease term can extend up to 40 years, but you're not obligated to stay that long. And this isn't hype. This is housing with purpose, and it's built for buyers who need time without losing opportunity. That's peace of mind, and that's purpose. And let's talk about what really happened to lease to own. Now, I've mentioned before that there are still some programs that exist, but they don't dominate the market like they used to. A few years ago, lease to own gained lots of traction. When the market changed and rates went up, plenty of those same companies started lowballing offers so badly that they weren't even considered. So reputations took a hit because agents couldn't get their offers accepted. And on top of that, some of the bigger lease-to-own players have completely shut down. So yeah, lots of agents stopped pushing it, not because it was a bad idea, but because of the way that it was being presented stopped working. But that's where DreamBuilder shifts the narrative. With most of these lease-to-own programs, there's no title protection, no equity credit, or safety net. And if life happens, you absolutely lose. DreamBuilder flips that. You build ownership every month, even before you get a loan. And you're not gambling here, you're growing. This isn't about renting with hope, it's about leasing with strategy. And let me speak to my people for a second. Even if this doesn't apply to you personally, please feel free to share it with someone that you know, because those people might be my people. So listen, if you got a 580 credit score, but you've been paying your rent on time faithfully, you're self-employed and you got income, but it doesn't fit the nice little box that lenders want, or you just came out of bankruptcy and you're starting over, And maybe you've heard no more than once, and deep down you're like, oh, I know that home ownership is for me. You're not trying to impress anybody. You just want to plant roots, protect your family, and stop wasting your rent. You deserve a plan, not pity, not pressure, just a plan. And here's where most people tap out. And if you're serious about owning a home, lean in. This is where the vision meets the numbers. Let's talk about what it really takes to get started. You'll need 3.5% for your down payment, just like with FHA, and it must be sourced. It cannot be a lender or a seller credit that covers it. Your closing costs and your program fees will typically range between $13,000 to $16,000 depending on the property. With that said, the seller concessions and gift funds are allowed to help you reduce your upfront costs. For example, if a home is $250,000 and the seller offers the max allowable FHA concessions of 6%, that's $15,000 that can help you cover your closing costs and help you ease your burden. You also need at least one trade line or 12 months of alternative credit like rent, child support, or utilities, proof of rental history, and you can qualify using your bank statements, 1099, asset-based income, profit and loss statement for self-employed, I-10 pay stubs, and foreign income. And this is not just about what your credit report says, it's about how you live your life financially, and DreamBuilder honors that. So let me break this all the way down. You can reach out to me and we can have a consultation if that's the right fit for you. I'll gather your documents, review your income, help you clean up what needs fixing, and then we'll submit your full package. Once you get approved, you go home shopping, and I'm talking about real houses, not dreams or select inventory. But just remember, you have to stay in your budget. The nonprofit buys the home and you move in, your lease start, and then your equity bills. And you prepare for your mortgage approval, like I said, whether it's 12 months or 3 years. And the property types that qualify include single family homes, duplexes, modular homes, PUDs, multi-wide manufactured properties. The property does need to meet FHA standards, which means that a full FHA appraisal is required, and it must be in livable condition. If it needs light repairs or a home warranty, that may be a part of the process as well. And let me say this clearly, I will not ghost you once you move in. My clients don't get left hanging. We walk it and talk it all the way through the entire process. And again, what makes DreamBuilder different? You earn equity through your down payment, lease payments, and market appreciation and sweat equity. You have the right to buy, but not the obligation. You can assume the FHA loan, refinance, or even sell. If the market shifts in your favor, that's your gain, not the investor's. Your purchase option is protected by title recording, and you get full flexibility when the time is right, so there's no expiration date hanging over your head. Closings usually take between 45 to 60 days, so it's not an overnight process, but it's a real path that's fully documented and designed with intention. I know buyers who've lived in homes for 3+ years with no equity, no exit strategy, and no respect, and that's over. DreamBuilder gives structures, options, and flexibility with your name on it. And let me say this from my heart. I don't believe that you are watching this by accident, whether you've been discouraged or overlooked or just unsure about the next step. This is the moment where everything shifts. Maybe life's been lifing. Maybe you've done everything right and you still feel like home ownership is just out of reach. But I want to remind you that it's not over. You're not behind. You're not late. You just needed a different door. And now you know it exists. So let this be your sign that you have permission to hope again and a cue to move. So here's what I want you to do. If you're curious about DreamBuilder, make sure that you schedule a one-on-one consultation with me using the link below, and I'll walk you through your personal numbers, your plan, and your path. And if you're a realtor or an MLO and want to refer someone, I got you. Let's collaborate. And if you're just watching in the background and you're still unsure, that's okay too. Just drop DreamBuilder in the comments and I'll send you my free buyer guide to help you get ready. And always don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next lease-to-own program breakdown, buyer tips, or updates that could get you one step closer to those keys. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.